Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It's not honorable to kick someone who's down. Therefore, I will not do this to British or former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who's still on the job for some time. Instead, I will read you some statements that other people make or made. This article comes from Reuters and it's from July 7, 2022. And this is the update number 2. Russia rejoices over Boris Johnson's downfall. And I'm quoting, "The stupid clown has gone." Russian politicians lined up to celebrate the downfall of Boris Johnson on Thursday, casting the British leader as a, quote-unquote, stupid clown who had finally got his just reward for arming Ukraine against Russia. Well, do they know something we don't? I think they know more than we do, right? Maybe. Johnson, the face of the 2016 Brexit campaign, who won a resounding electoral victory in 2019 before leading the United Kingdom, not Ukraine yet, out of the European Union, announced he was quitting on Thursday after he was abandoned by ministers and most of his conservative lawmakers over a series of scandals. Let's talk about this. Well, I would mention Nigel Farage 3 billion times before I would mention Boris Johnson in association with Brexit, because it was if it wasn't for Nigel Farage in the Council of Europe and all that, Parliament of Europe, talking all the time, beautiful speeches, beautiful, great speeches, fantastic speeches, then Britain, I don't know if they would ever be out of the European Union. Yes, this guy played his role, but we can't compare that with the greatness of Nigel Farage. He's my man. First, the second one says here that he was abandoned by ministers and most of his conservative lawmakers. Okay, he was, and now they give us the reason why, the only reason, over a series of scandals. Do you really believe that? Let's see. If Great Britain would have right now under this guy, surplus, economic surplus, fantastic lifestyles, certain things that the population wants, it would be a successful country economically, militarily, as in a social sphere. You know what I mean, the social sphere? Then, yeah, this can go, and it doesn't matter how many ladies of the night he has every night. Doesn't really, or evening, or morning. Doesn't really, they don't really care. It's with, let's say, an employee. You got an employee who's doing a fantastic job, you close your eyes here and there if he has a little of certain hanky-panky here and there. The same with this guy. But he stepped on too many people's shoes, and it's not that the conservatives realized that, or the ministry said, yeah, man, the scandals, man, it hurts my heart. No, I think it was something behind all those things. I think it was something economic. I think the guys behind the economic interest called their guys and say, guys, you gotta do some Brutus on Julius Caesar. Brutus was downstairs, actually, in Scratch, if you remember that. That's what I read. It was not here. A lot of people injured themselves in the frenzy of killing Julius Caesar. But Brutus was aiming down, maybe because he was short or something. I couldn't get, but anyway. All right, enough. So the Kremlin said it didn't like Johnson either. He doesn't like us, I'm quoting, he doesn't like us, we don't like him either. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said shortly before Johnson stood in Downing Street to announce his resignation. Well, and then we have Russians were brutal in their assessment of Johnson, who just recently was telling colleagues that he wanted to stay in power longer than Margaret Thatcher, a steady foe of the former Soviet Union who served as British Prime Minister from 1979 to 1990. Yeah, well, I guess not. Maybe, who knows what he's gonna do? I mean, you can say one thing and you do something else. I saw many things of the many like this. Russian tycoon Oleg Deripaska said on Telegram. You know what that guy is, Deripaska? It's an old movie, old video. If you watch when Putin comes to a business, big business, and he has all these oligarchs lined up over there. And he said, "I don't see your signature here. Why is not signature here?" That was Deripaska. And he said, "Okay, come over here." And then he throws the pen and the sheet of paper over there on the table. The Deripaska signs, and then he takes the pen and put in corner. Hey, my pen. He gets the pen. Now that's Deripaska, younger. That's a funny one. I might post that into the description below, and the link I will upload it. It's just a funny one. If I still find it on YouTube, but you can find it. Russian tycoon Oleg. Yeah, he said that it was an inglorious end for a stupid clown whose conscience would be, yeah, conscience would be forever. How do you call that? Because I can see what. Conscience would be forever tainted. Okay, let's go to the another guy. Uh, Vyacheslav Volodin said the clown is going. The Speaker of the Russian lower house of parliament. And I'm quoting again. He's one of the main ideologues of the war against Russia until the last Ukrainian. European leaders should think about where such a policy leads. End quote. Well, these are, I don't know. I don't like these kind of things when people just attack other persons for, well, say I don't like him, bye bye, see you, whatever. Maria Zakharova, the top spokeswoman in Russia's foreign ministry, said Johnson's fall was a symptom of the decline of the West, which she said was riven by political, ideological, and economic crisis. And I'm quoting, the moral of the story is, do not seek to destroy Russia. End quote. Zakharova said, Russia cannot be destroyed. You can break your teeth on it. You can break your teeth on it and then choke on them. Okay. Well, then you got the support from Ukraine, who they are for obviously for Johnson. Johnson is leaving, so Zakharova gleefully portrayed Johnson as the author of his own downfall. And I'm quoting, Boris Johnson was hit by a boomerang launched by himself, she said. His comrades in arms turned him in. I think so. Because probably he either did not do enough, or he did too much. What other option is? About the thing with the parties and the dancing, I don't believe that was the reason. I mean, the mass media can yap and so on, but I don't. Look at American political class. How many violated the COVID rules and all that, and are still there? They're still there, and they're laughing and have no problem doing that because they're special. So many examples, but this guy has to go. For that, I mean, I don't like what that guy did, obviously, but I don't think that's the main reason. I think that's like the main reason is the one I think it is, the economic reason. And I think this, let's say, economic reason has let's say a 10, from 0 to 10 scale. And the other one, I think it's a 2, something like 3, let's say 4, maybe 3, maybe 4. That shows no character, and it shows how a monarch, a dictator, actually a tyrant behaves. Rules for thee, but not for me. And it happens here. So yeah, democracy, my ass. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.